What's up, guys? Me and my boy Rashid here, and we got his R6. What year is R6?
2018.
We got the 2018 R6, and we're gonna do the Leovince full system, which you'll see either before or after this. I don't know, but I'm gonna let him walk you through because this is his bike, and so we're just gonna walk through real quick and show you guys what you got to do. Well, if you own an R6, you should know what to do. If you've done an oil change on your R6, you'll know how to do this beginning step. But for those that don't, this is what you do. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
So to start, we'll start with the fairing. We'll remove all of this fairing along with this fairing up here, and we'll pull off all the way down to here to get to the exhaust and expose the catalytic converter and everything underneath here, the O2 sensor as well. Once we finish removing all the exhaust down here, we'll remove the Exup, which is the wired servo that moves the baffle inside of the exhaust, keeps your bike quiet below 10,000 RPMs. And then we'll begin installing the new headers, full Y pipes underneath, and the new muffler, full carbon muffler.
Pretty straightforward.
Yes,
so
we're going to start with the hex 4 and 5 to remove this fairing. And we'll start with each bolt one at a time.
All right.
So we got one bolt all the way back here tucked up underneath that ties the two fairings together.
Is that
from each side.
4 mil?
Yes, it is
Another
an H4.
4 mil. All right. So you're starting to get a little wobbly, which means you're doing the right thing.
It's getting ready to come off.
And then we got another 4 mil right there.
Mm-hmm. Get the gun back out just to make quicker work with it. This bottom one should come off, and they are clipped together, so you don't have to worry too much about them separating. And we should be good to pull off the rest of this. Oh, there it goes. They're not clipped together. I lied.
Wow.
I believe there should be everything on here. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything up front. And we should be good. All the way down through. Oh, this clip. This is the one that's tough to get apart. So you have to push the middle section backwards while pulling the other section forwards, and they will slip apart. And I believe there's one more. There's one more clip in here actually that I remember. So another clip to press if you want to come around front. Right in here on this left side. It's one clip right there, and that'll release.
Alright. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cutting on this.
Oh yeah.
Cut it down a little bit so
I'm
that
sure.
way.
Believe me, we not professionals yet.
No, not even a little bit. I just hope the audio's decent. If the audio's decent, I'll plan on
one more
posting
down below too.
another clip.
Yeah, one more clip down a little lower. It's been a little while since I've done this. There might even be one up top too. Yeah, one more up top too. So three on the front.
So this is a lot different, obviously for me, because I've never owned a full fairing sport bike, only naked bikes. So all of this right here is beyond me, honestly. You know,
there's a lot of little clips
that
just hold these in.
A lot.
Once you pop them all, then it comes apart pretty.
All right, so we're back about 30 or so minutes later. These clips, now that we got this fairing off, completely off, I can show you what we're dealing with. That clip right there, it's a you got it's not threaded on the inside. Actually, where's the screw? We're gonna show you
right here.
So it's, if you can see that, it has a Phillips head on the front, and what you have to do is untwist it very lightly, because it literally doesn't it doesn't have any threads on the inside, so it's not really gripping anything. Nothing's pushing back against it from inside of the clip. So literally you just push it in, and when it's time to take it off, you just have to unscrew it, but there's no threads on the inside. This is the dumbest location for one of these I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna replace those with a nut and a bolt. So
yep. So I can reuse it multiple times, because I honestly think Yamaha believes that you should replace that every time you remove your fairing, because it's not in good condition after it being taken off twice.
And it's in a spot where this is connected directly to the radiator, which gets hot. So heat and plastic don't mix, and you know, from my experience. So that's bad, Yamaha. That's bad. All right, so now what is the next step, sir?
So we have full access to the exhaust now. We'll start by removing the muffler section here, pull off the Exup wires, remove the O2 sensor, and then work our way to the front and take the headers off,
which is
the
easiest. That's the easiest part. And on my bike, that's dead simple.
Yep. So we'll start with the bolts here against this cover, remove this, and then get into the wires.
All right, we're gonna do this. The hard part's done. This is the easy part here. So let's do this. The light's pretty handy.
Yeah. That's why I pulled it out. I pulled it out just for you.
Okay. You must know I wanted some light.
Lighting's always good for video.
Especially LED. It just
Ooh. There you go. So this is your Exup baffle in here. So we'll remove the wiring for this, and we're gonna get rid of it for this exhaust.
Wow.
Yep.
I never knew these had a baffle on them until I met Rashid, and he was talking about it. I'm like, what is he talking about?
They're quiet.
Yeah, that's why they're so quiet. Stop.
The factory got it very quiet.
And R6s, if you guys don't know, R6s are some of the loudest bikes with exhaust. I mean, I swear, every R6 I hear is the loudest thing in the freaking world. And it'll have the biggest can on it, but it'll still be louder than whatever you're riding. So, right now, what size is that?
10 mil.
10 mil
yeah,
on these.
Loosening up the lines to be able to get them to move, and then we'll pull off each line from the baffle and get this Exup wire out of the way.
Exup.
Yep. Yamaha, not a good design here either.
No.
We don't need this. We like our bikes loud.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah. And I don't know why they put that on a bike they know people are going to modify. This is the R6, for crying out loud. Why do we need a... I mean, I guess, you know, maybe noise regulations, you know, so they spent whatever money they spent putting this on, and that could have been spent getting a better bolt for right there.
So once you loosen up the nuts from each other, they'll allow you to move the wire around. You can slide it up and out, move the wire around to the opening, and this will just slide right out. And then your Exup is off.
That's it.
And later we'll go through and pull the wiring out and the servo that's actually located underneath the tank.
He makes it sound so easy, doesn't he?
Far from it.
He said he was afraid of, not afraid, he doesn't like talking on camera, but I feel like he's built for it. You know, very good at explaining stuff. I feel like he's better than me on camera. I'll just turn into a so you take that bolt and cut. Yeah.
So
he hasn't said once. All right.
So this bolt will remove your. See, there you go. So this bolt will take off the clamp that holds the mic. Oh my God! Now see, you got me in my head. That holds the muffler to the rest of the exhaust. So we'll take that off, remove the clamp, and then we'll take off the one bolt on the stay here, which is actually a little bit larger than a 5. So this probably
was this a 5?
Yes, that is a 5.
Okay, so that clamp is a 5.
And then this bolt on the stay here is a 6. So we'll take off this.
Alright.
And the new exhaust does come with a new one, so you don't have to worry about putting that back together right now.
Alright. Nice. So next is the O2 sensor.
Yep, we'll go ahead and pop that off.
That
see, I gotta find my O2 sensor tool.
Oh, see this guy here. He has an O2 sensor wrench, which I didn't have. So I had to get creative taking mine off. Actually, I disconnected the O2 sensor from where it's plugged in at. Slipped a closed-in wrench all the way down the length of the line, and that's how I got my O2 sensor off.
You did it the hard way.
I did it. No, it was my O2 sensor plug is right by my foot peg, so it's not too. Oh God, look at this.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
So this just slides through the wire and slides down over the O2 sensor. Then you can hook a ratchet into this and be able to turn it.
Nice.
So let me grab my ratchet real quick.
He went and got the tool, but didn't get the ratchet. What's this guy doing?
Oh my goodness, you wanted to see the tool.
He's a rookie, man. He's got all these nice tools, doesn't know how to use them. Nicer tools than me. I'm jealous of his tools. We fixing stuff over here from now on.
That's fine by me. Come on by. I'll open up a shop real quick with that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so
nice.
O2 sensor's out. We'll go ahead and tuck it away just for now. That way it doesn't hit anything. And then we'll go ahead and get to removing the rest of the exhaust.
Which I'm pretty sure we'll start with this loosen that bolt, which looks like, well, actually,
I believe it's a 6 as well as the
it's blocked a little bit by this. Do you have to?
Yeah, an extension.
Okay. He's got it.
You take the extension past it.
There we go.
No worries.
There we go.
With the little snap-on gun, just give it a little ugga-dugga. He ain't got enough oomph. We're gonna need the bigger one.
He need more ugga-duggas. Oh, I just saw that meme.
Back with the bigger gun. More ugga-duggas now this time.
Yeah, maximum ugga-duggas.
This is the 4. I need 6. Sorry, wrong.
He's got the wrong one. What's he doing? So it's almost like he's never worked with tools yet. Who's this guy?
Where I put the other one?
Oh God, where'd he put it? YouTube, help me out here.
All right, well, we'll be back in a minute.
I
just dropped it in here.
I just started this, and he's already lost something. We've been sitting here for about 25 minutes.
I found it.
Oh, he found it. He found it.
All right, back with the bigger gun and more ugga-duggas.
Start this clear. Yeah, we just bleed.
We just cut all that.
It better come off. Yeah.
The big gun does work.
The big gun. Ooh, I see why that little one didn't take that out.
Yeah, no, that bolt's a little hefty.
That's
we may have one on the other side. I'm not sure.
Well, the header bolts.
Okay, we can get that one from the other side. So there's one on
it is one on the other side.
Yeah, there's one on the other side for it. I'll leave this one till last. You can get to it right through here, right past the kickstand. But we'll leave that one till last. That way it holds up that big bread box.
Yeah, because that is a lot of weight.
Yeah, we're about to shed quite a bit of it.
Bread boxes are very heavy. All right, so that's all that from up front, right?
All this from the back, yeah.
I mean the back, yeah. So now we move to the actual header bolts,
the headers itself.
Easy.
Yep.
That's nothing.
Then we'll go ahead and get that out of there and.
All right, so
move on to putting on the new exhaust.
So
see what size we got.
I'm just gonna show you what size the header bolts are, and whatever tool he has to use to take it off, and then we're gonna take the whole thing off. I showed you everything else that you need to see to take the exhaust off. So only thing left is the header bolts, and to save time on this video, we're just gonna, that's it. That's a 12. That's a 13. All right, so we're gonna just make sure we have the size, and then we're gonna take this off. The next clip you'll see, it'll be down. This is a 12.
Yep.
All right, so let me show them the setup real quick.
So we're just gonna use an extension to get past the radiator,
and a ugga-dugga.
and we're just gonna blast off each of the.
That's it.
Each of the bolts. We'll just loosen them slightly so that it doesn't all fall at once, and then once we get it all down, we'll take them all the way off and be able to drop the whole exhaust.
It's pretty simple, right?
Very.
See you in a minute.
So when taking off the headers, it'd be best to remove this bolt right here that's in the very center. There's a radiator bracket that comes up through the middle, and this bolt right here is easier to remove with the headers all the way up, pushed against the motor. So that's probably the best bolt to start with. And the rest of them are all pretty easy after that. It is a little tough to get around. Sorry. It is a little tough to get around the radiator hose here. Once you get past that radiator hose, then the rest of them are all very easy to get to, and you don't even have to worry about your fairing on the other side. But we're just getting the last couple bolts off, and this thing will fall. The headers will fall.
All right, so the exhaust is off. That bread box, this thing right here is freaking heavy. So I'm gonna show you just how it looks real quick if you care. So all right, so the next part now would be to assemble the exhaust to get it ready to put on. But a couple things I noticed with the Leo kit, it doesn't come with any exhaust lube, which helps. I use to hold the these things, and I ordered some headers off eBay from Black Widow, which came from the UK, and it came with not only exhaust gaskets, but it came with exhaust lube or whatever it's called. And this kit, which I'm sure is way more than that, and it's a full system, and it didn't come with either. It is
about $1,300. So.
$1,300, and it doesn't come with either one of those. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It'd be nice to replace those while you're. Oh, let me get in some light while you're in there, but. Face the light like this.
Yeah, that way the light
comes
into your face and it bounces off into the camera.
I'm getting tips.
Yeah.
All right, so next we're gonna go ahead and assemble this. This video is probably gonna be pretty long. I don't care.
One thing we do have to complain about with the Leo kit as well is that the instructions, they're honestly kind of mediocre. They don't really show you what you need to do with it. I'm pretty competent with putting things together, but the instructions are just kind of all over the place. So we'll do our best with piecing it together from the little bit we have, but they don't really give you any order to put it together in or any kind of tips. So hopefully we can show you some tips today.
Yeah, so I do see that we have these, which I'm sure go over the top of the exhaust or something. It's like maybe like a bracket or something, but we're gonna get this all pieced together, and I'm not gonna film that because this video is gonna be long enough. But if there's something you guys need to know, we'll make sure you know it. But this is yeah, comment down below if there's something you need to know. But we're gonna get this together because we got this. I just really, if I knew he didn't have exhaust paste or whatever, I would have brought mine, because I have 2 bottles because you never use it all, and I would have brought some. It would have made this so much easier. But we're gonna go ahead and get that put together, and if there's anything we feel like you should know from this point, but I mean, if you feel like if you feel like you can do this yourself, you'll be able to do this part. Honestly, this is pretty simple, but we're gonna go ahead and get going, and yeah. All right, we're just gonna do a quick rundown. We got everything put together. We just wanted to take a little bit extra time to figure it out. So here we are, old and the new, and she's gonna take over.
Yep. So we got all the pieces together. Just lined up the rubber band brackets here, the metal
springs.
Yeah, metal spring brackets, that's what it is. So we'll have those all lined up, ready to clamp whenever we get the exhaust in. And then these rings just press onto the top of each header to fit up to the bike, and then the brackets follow behind that. So we'll bolt each of these in with the factory nuts and get those all clamped up. Once we get all those lined up correctly, then we'll get the springs going, and we'll have this exhaust installed in no time.
Yeah. All right, so we got the headers all, and they're not bolted down yet, but we just got them on, so that way we can get all the springs on. And by we I mean Rashid, because I literally couldn't pull any of them. So yeah, we got the springs on except 2, and those are for the muffler, which we're gonna do after we do the, what's it called, the Exup?
The Exup Servo.
The Exup Servo. We're gonna go ahead and take that out.
Yep.
And
2 wires and underneath the tank.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this seat off and get the tank off, so we can show how to remove that and how this has been going. This is gonna be a process, because all of this stuff has been a slight process.
Yeah, and the Exup Servo is a very tight removal. They don't give you any extra room in there.
Yeah, so we're just gonna take that out. Yeah, remove the seat real quick, and we'll go ahead and get the servo. You can't see the servo from
it's
here.
up underneath the tank.
Okay.
You can kind of see it through here, but it's very tough to spot out.
All right.
So we'll give them a good shot whenever we get there.
So we're gonna go ahead and pull the tank and get to the servo. What is this thing?
I believe that is the ABS pump. It has the brake lines running here to it, so
that
I
makes
believe
sense.
that.
Yeah, that's got to be what that is. I've just never seen one, because I've never had a bike
with
ABS. So
yeah, this one's full ABS and traction control, so it's got a lot of nice goodies to keep you safe.
You got some niceties. Yeah.
Some nice technology that keeps you safe.
Yeah.
And also gets in the way.
Yeah. And adds weight.
So this one bolt,
one
slide
bolt
back, simple.
And then to remove the there's a bolt up here.
You technically don't need to remove this for it, but it will give us a better shot of the Exup Servo when we get to that.
So you don't need to completely remove the tank.
No, you can actually take the bolts off here and fold the tank up. You'll take off the bolt up here and the 1 bolt back here, and just kind of fold the tank up. And a lot of people just put a bar in to be able to hold up the tank while you do your removal of the Exup Servo.
Hopefully you guys got that, but we're gonna remove the entire tank to show how to remove.
We don't want to remove the fuel line, so we're not gonna remove.
We don't.
It, but we're gonna get it up very high so that they can have a good shot.
All right. So we're gonna do that, and we'll be back. So we forgot 2 bolts. So 1, 2 behind this line, 3, and on the other side there is one right up in there. You can actually see it's still in place. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna try this again.
Alright, so this is the Exup Servo right here. We're going to be removing this. It has a few bands that hold it in, and then this is the plug right here for it, and we'll be replacing that with this servo eliminator. We got the servo eliminator from Graves. It's a very small, compact servo eliminator, so it should be great for the weight savings and everything. You know, every little gram counts.
Every gram counts.
So we'll remove this bracket. I should have removed this instead of removing the tank bolt, but we'll place this back onto the tank, and then once we're done with that, we'll remove the Exup Servo eliminator, and we'll put in the servo eliminator. We'll remove the Exup Servo, and the wires that go down here with it, we'll just have to track them up through the frame of the bike.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Let's start here. And then you got the 2 clips here. good.
It's good.
It's good. It's falling into place. The lines will hold it.
Yeah, did a movement I didn't like.
I know the lines got it. Gotcha. I believe in it.
All right. As long as you do. It's your bike.
Yeah. These two clips right here. Those, the pain in the butt ones that we had to deal with earlier.
Butt clips. But these aren't pains in the butts. The ones that you can get to aren't a pain in the butt.
Yeah. So this one already came out here. You can just grab the top of it and pull it out. I actually have a tool that's way better suited for this than my fingers. Little clip remover helps out with everything. You can pull the top of the clip out and pop that up. And then once that's popped up, then you can also pop out the housing for it, and just makes things just a little bit easier.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and do the other side. These ones unscrew like they're supposed to, and then pop this up and pop the clip out. Alright, so now that we have this out of the way, we can take this. I'm actually going to attach it to the tank, since I did a little extra work earlier and took it off, and still found out I still had stuff in the way. And then on here we just have some of these. It's just a rubber band basically that holds this in, so if you can get it around the clip down here on this side, it will pop off and allow the servo to come out. And then we can install the servo eliminator later.
More weight savings.
More weight savings. No, more noise. That's what we really want out of this. More noise. You just move this foam out your way here, and remove the clip on this side. Pull that out, and then this is ready to come out. Just so I don't forget while we're here, I'll go ahead and click in the servo eliminator, and that's what we're replacing it with. And we'll just fish the lines up through. We'll get back with them with that in a minute. I'm gonna have to see how these go through. Yeah, go ahead. Alright, so to finish removing the wires for the Exup servo eliminator kit, we're going to take off this 8mm right here. This holds a clip that the wires run through up into the top of the bike. So we'll go ahead and pull this one real quick. And then we'll fish these wires all the way up through and pull them out of the top of the bike. So we just push down from the bottom and pull up from the top, watching that clip to make sure it doesn't pull on anything. And about right here, we should be able to open it up and get out those wires if we can. Let's see. If I get a little screwdriver in there, and try and pry this open.
Oh, that's right here on this side.
Yeah, this side, drop down. There we go. I lost him. Oh, yeah, they fell over there. Yeah, dang. Alright. Let's go in the back. Pull that out. So that clamps out, so we don't have to worry about that pulling on anything. And then we just got to get the 90 degrees to go through all the way up to the top of the bike. So we'll fish them around the foot pegs here in the master cylinder for the rear. Pull those up and through. And then once we get those up and through, we'll pull them up through the top of the bike here. There's actually a clip right here, if you want to look at it. And this clip holds a bunch of the wires for the bike. And you just pop out this edge right here, and it's almost like a zip tie kind of style. And you can pop out the wires, clamp that back down so you don't have any of your wires moving around, and out comes the servo.
Yeah.
No more quiet exhaust. That's the end of that. The servo eliminator should make sure that you don't have a check engine light come on. If you do pull this without having a servo eliminator, you will have a check engine light come on.
So that's that. All right. So, oh, sorry. That's that. Now all we have to do is put all this back together, which is nothing, and then we can go ahead and finish bolting up the silencer, and the next, I'll say the next thing you see from us is the bike getting ready to be started. So see you in a bit. Alright, so we got the whole thing, all the springs on. Quick little tip, okay, take the Y pipe that's down here that connects to the silencer, connect that to the silencer and put those springs on, because once you get that this in all the way, you can get to the bottom one, but the top one, even if you had both fairings off, you're gonna have a hard time because the angle. So go ahead and connect that on off the bike and then put it on. It's not nearly as hard to do as you might think. And then this bracket, you know, you'll figure out which way to put it. It goes behind the rear brake assembly, connects to that bolt. Pretty simple. It's on, it's solid, everything is good. So right now we're buttoning back up the tank, and getting ready to just put the seat in, everything, and then get ready for a quick start. Baffle is in. The baffle's gonna be in for the first start, and we're gonna start it, let it run for a minute, not let it get too hot, then go baffle out to see, you know, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do baffle out. Probably. You know, but you know, for you guys, we're gonna see how it sounds baffle in. And I think it looks better baffle out too, but we'll see. We'll be right back once again.
Clear prop.